So just on our way to the iconic Liverpool Olympia now for our 6th show, Shinobi War 6, and notably the 2-year anniversary from when we started at a small venue, Deeside Leisure Centre. Probably didn't know what we were doing that night, but we pulled it off. You know, and on to our 6th show now, and strong cards supported by great gyms, pretty consistent now with the level of production, and everything feels good. Looking forward to a good night.
Jamie Moore, former British, Commonwealth, Irish and European light middleweight champion. Fight of the year 3 times, retired too early, but ended up getting a good job with Sky and doing all right.
How do you see striking in MMA?
How do I see it? I see it as a growing sport. I think it's exciting. I never thought I'd enjoy it until I started working with the guys at HFFS. I started helping them working with the hands and stuff. And the more I've got to know about it and learn about the tactical side of it and what the lads are actually trying to do on the floor, I found it more interesting. And the more I've come to it, the more I've started to enjoy it. So it's turned me into a fan in a weird sort of way, not from watching it on TV, but from actually being involved in it. And then I now enjoy watching it. So yeah, I'm enjoying it.
As like not as a critic, but what would you say is the most common mistake that MMA fighters are making with their hands?
I think they reach a little bit too much. They don't use the feet to get into range, but I understand why they don't, because they don't want to leave themselves open to get taken down and stuff like that. So again, it's the technical side of it I've learned through actually going into things and trying to get the lads to do stuff, and they'll go, well, you know what, we shouldn't really do that. Like rolling the head, for instance, you know, you're not supposed to dip down and roll down because you might come down into a kick or a knee. So there's loads of different stuff. I understand why they can't do certain stuff, but at the same time, they should really be brave enough or confident enough or try and bring it into their arsenal, because if they could use it, it'd be a massive benefit to it. So driving off the feet fast is one of the main things what they don't do. They sort of reach over and try and lean with the shots. And if you see, a lot of the successful guys in the UFC are real good with the hands. So I think they can definitely be a big improvement on it. But I certainly wouldn't like to take a shin kick to the head, that's for sure.
Wide shut, but they know, buried alive by the lies in they soul. They stride of a blind man's stroll, but for whom does the next bell toll? I'm too many years in the zone, too many years to have built what I own, and many dumb fools try to take what I've grown, but these roots go deep and you can't blood a stone. So if you wanna push, I'ma shove. If you wanna spar, we can do it no gloves. And if you're gonna run at me, you better do it hard, cause I fear no fall, no brawl, no scars. I'm 2 pounds shy of a bomb, I'm 1 shade short of alarm. I'm too past wrath that I'm calm, got 2 last laughs in my palms. I'm 3 degrees west of a hurricane, 4-wheel drive with a ball and chain. My 5'7" is irrelevant, I'm 6'6" if you threaten my development. Now see, a wise man learns from your mistakes and lets the blunders of his brother serve to fill his plate. So best be on your way before the tidal wave breaks, cause you don't wanna come to meet the reaper that awaits. Say no more than a mom you can't afford, and you don't wanna let this turn in the lines of mine and yours, and you don't wanna pressure up with a back up and withdraw, cause trust me when I tell you, you don't want that tooth and claw, and you don't wanna see inside the mind of savage kinds, and you don't want that new Shinobi, middleweight champion. Just think before you act, because your actions don't rewind. A man with a grudge in a case, a man with intent on his face. And if a man walks in a place, let it be known I won't hesitate. This a long time coming like a comet pass. Got them all fired up from the rocket blast. And if I fall on my sword, turn my bone to ash. Let it clog up the sand in that hourglass. We in the title fight, blow for a blow. And you can reap the benefit of what I have to sow. Cause I'm about that work for what you don't. Take a steam while I take over the and you don't wanna let this turn in the lines of mine and yours. And you don't wanna press your up or to back up and withdraw. Cause trust me when I tell you, you don't want that tooth and claw. And you don't wanna see inside the mind of a savage kind. And you don't want that recognition of, oh, there goes that guy. But if you do decide that you're gonna play that hand and try, just think before you act, because your actions don't rewind. By the snakes in the grass, hoaxed by the rats out the maze. They should have never poked the lion as he passed. Cause now it's two hawks in a cage. This a tale of a cautionary kind. This a story of that Icarus design. This the message from the hanged man's twine. This when Mother Nature rips apart the fault lines. And this the type of thing that make a grown man cry. When feeble of the spine crumble underneath the blind. When blessings of the meek lead to lessons of the blind. When heaven shows its teeth and the planets are aligned. Thought it through before we turn the face off. Now this fool sounding like he gonna turn his bass off. This an ace card, cut the game short. You don't wanna have an escalation of the main sword. And you don't wanna feel the flame that burns pride. Now you know the reason why those sleeping dogs.
Got here on Friday, I met Darryl here, and they seemed, them two brothers together, like, you know, when you put two brothers together, they create things. And I was just, they're at that coming into the team, and they're an exceptional help as well as exceptional fighters, and the most important part, they're good people. So to see Darryl get that win out there, the guy went on the single head on the inside, and he used like the frame, something to go on the back, and used his shin as like a shield, and then defended the takedown. And then when the guy pushed the takedown the next side, it was head on the outside, which opens up the elbow and the Kimura, and SPG 101. He went.
You showed him that, have you?
Well, that's something that we would use all the time. I'm not going to claim responsibility for it, but within the team that we have, Team Midget, within the team is there's amazing things happening for the team. Guys that are competing out at now are like they're getting the finishes all the time. They're calm, they're composed. It's rewarding to see, you know what I mean? And SPG prevails again.
It was a massive show tonight, you know, one of the biggest production-wise that we've put on, and it's just getting better and better, isn't it, Ian? Yeah, certainly. I mean, like I said, John Kavanagh, we keep going back to this, he said it's like the UFC for amateurs, you know, the guy's been on every show around, and this show really is, not just a production, the way they treat the fighters, every single part of the show is really, really top-notch, and that's what they've tried to do, I think. Again, you know, Shinobi, you know, has breeded really good fighters from the start. There's a lot of guys that have been, you know, had the debut on air, people like Paul Jackson, and they're still fighting on air now, you know, 4 fights later. And I think that says a lot about a show. That
the same with Pope as well, coming back fight after fight, because the show looks after people. The fighters all say, yeah, we were well looked after, the coaches were well looked after, and the production, everything, it just looks professional, the whole thing. For amateurs, this is where you want to be.